Sub Dusseldorfs. Sub Dusseldorfs. Praise be to Yevon. Holy shit. Look, I'm so wrapped up in Final Fantasy X. I'm not even expressing how much I think Stephanie Horfany is a giant, massive cunt. And she's showing to everyone why she got dumped 2 years ago and is in the process of being sued for all of the shit she stole and admitted to. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I have to post all these pictures of me being a whore because the management team and Johnny Pig, no, they're doing me a favor. Because if it wasn't for them, I'd have to be with SM and sign a 13-year contract. Or, in 2018, you could have just said, hi, remember me? I'm Stephanie. You were pretty drunk at that party, but you didn't want to do that. You thought that, oh, he'll just be there later, and I can go be a whore, and I can go get pimped out to Kevin Nish and be a Lady Gaga, whatever the fuck. You guys are starting to see why her last song was called Run for Your Life. They probably invited her to a party or wanted her to sign some shit in blood on her contract and she ran away for her life. None of this is my fault. None of this is my problem. Other than she stole from me and I'm in the process of suing her to get it all back plus damages. There goes that rap whore smut actress bankrupt because she wanted to buy some shoes with stolen money. Oh, at least Song made a comeback. No, he didn't. No one gives a shit. Internationally, no one gives a shit. Wow. Oh my God. The only good thing out of all of this is I realized how much money I was spending every month. Not even Sweet Leaf, although that was like a good majority of it, but like at least that's like I view that as like an investment because when I first started eating there or going there, actually, and again, that was Asha's idea, was um and I think she might have even done it to get me to like start training my stomach to eat less. Because I remember, because like just to go into like the Nepal thing. So like call this an American plate, right? If this is an American plate, like I'll get like an American plate and I would like fill it up full of stuff and I would eat it American style. She would get like a Nepali plate. I don't want to break it because it's gonna fold, and then you fold it again. That's like a Nepali serving, right? So like at the very like she would cook and give me like Nepali servings, and I would get like 10 servings of them. So then she had me eating that sweet leaf. She would go pick it up. And I remember I would complain about how it wasn't enough. The, I, w- this is a not. I don't need a bowl and a sandwich. I'm still hungry. And then over time, I started eating, and then I would get like 2 sandwiches from Sweet Leaf, but I would eat that all day. Like all day, I would only eat those 2 sandwiches. And then towards the end of it, I remember I was even complaining. I was like, I'm getting full now. Before, because like I went through like a period where I think it was like ketosis, where I would like eat something from Sweet Leaf, and then like my body would just like expel. Sorry to be gross, expel all this like waste that I guess has been stored up in my gut. Because it's like fresh food, fresh clean food. Get rid of this shit now. And after about a year of eating nothing but Sweet Leaf, like my stomach literally shrank. I can't even. I mean, like it's weird. And now I can't like. Now I'm happy eating like a bowl of stir fried rice. Like I can't eat outside. I can't eat out anymore. It's way too much. Crazy. I got some shrimp I'm gonna fry up with my sausage and fried rice and cayenne pepper. What was I bitching about? But no, but so like that, like eating that sweet leaf every day, I viewed as an investment in my health. But like so much other shit I was spending just daily on stupid bullshit. So I think like when all is said and done, I could end up saving like between $2,500 to $3,000 a month if I just keep cooking for myself and not going out and doing stupid shit like I was doing before. So that like my basically if I would have paid off instead of getting my car fixed, if I would have spent that on paying off my car would be paid off. I've got a couple credit card bills that I can like basically every paycheck I can pay one of them off in full and then cancel it and keep only like 2 or 3 of them. So like if I do that for like 2 or 3 months, all that money can just go to my student loans and have that paid off mad super fast and still be investing in crypto and all that bullshit. I don't care about any of the news shit going on right now. I never cared. If I want to be totally honest, the only reason why I was even agreeing to do this shit to clean up my record was I wanted to get good jobs when I grew up. And now I'm now grown up. This is like 20 years ago, by the way, when I started this shit, and it's all done now. But the main reason why, and allegedly why I went a little bit rogue, and they can't say or do anything about that because allegedly that's not on the records and all that bullshit, was because everyone says this world is one giant cult. Everyone says it's a matrix. Everyone says the handshakies run everything. And when I found out that the Mormons are basically run by the handshakies at the very tip top, I was like, no way. I was like, I'm gonna learn everything that I've studied from these 12 years of going to institute at Mormon bullshit, and and basically being like, what was it? Look, you know how like you know how like what is it in Star Wars before it got shitty and woke? Like Darth Maul was the apprentice of Darth Sidious, right? But no one even knew he existed. He comes out of nowhere, he pops his lightsaber, he does all that lightsaber bullshit. But then Darth Maul like loses, right? And no one even knows who he is. And Darth Sidious is like, well, I never seen him before in my life. And then they all turn around. He's like, right, like send you to the far plane, to another dimension, right? Praise be to Yevon. Like I 100% believe that the reason why Mormons are obsessed with Star Wars is because they do literal shit like that. Like I'm the super duper. Everyone thinks I'm like the holiest stake president and bishop, holy of holies. I need you to do me some favors, but if you get caught, I don't know who you are, but I'll get you a lawyer. That's basically what they do allegedly. So from doing all that bullshit, I was like, every single time, look, how do you think I met a state delegate? Through church people who were like running for offices and whatnot. So, you know, I remember one of them was running for uh, dude had just come back from his old person mission, which is when you go on a mission with your wife to like the Philippines. And now I wonder what that was all about. But I remember they came back and he started running for local office and basically needed someone to, for the Lord, we need to make sure that the person running for me isn't doing things against the Lord's will, allegedly hacking, so they could win. Um, and that's neither here nor there. You can never ever prove it. And I think that bishop is actually dead because he was like 70 years old in that 20 years ago. But if he's not dead, he's dying, allegedly. Rest in peace. But I started asking myself all these questions. I'm like, how do all these high up people know each other and I never see them in church? How come I have to go to church all the fucking time, but they're never in church? It's fucking bullshit. It's because there's a higher up club and they're all in it. Like, some of them are CIA allegedly, some of them are FBI allegedly, some of them are not. Some of them are just compromised. Like at the end of the day, like they all just have dirt on each other on some way, shape, or form, and they use it to their advantage. So they have dirt on Tiffany, so much so that she's willing to steal when she's caught. She bragged about it, and then wasn't until P. Diddy got arrested, she actually realized she's probably going to get in trouble. And now she's like, oh, well, I'm going to walk everything back that I did. That's not me. That's just an act. I'm just an actress. That's just a character. What did you do to get that character? I had to sell you out and be a whore and do some smut. So you're a whore and you're a smut actress. I'm gonna finish playing Final Fantasy X so I can sue this stupid whore into the concrete. You want? I was like, look, there's some things like mano a mano, right? Like coach would always talk about how you have to like protect your emotions and stand up for yourself and all that bullshit. So this stupid whore is getting pimped out to a bunch of losers, and I was like, all right, line in the sand, put up your dukes, let's settle this like men. They don't want to settle it like men. They want to settle it like weasels and use lawfare and hide behind lawyers and hide behind Korean law and all that bullshit. Okay, okay. You want to remember how when you Stephanie Horfany was trying to play it off like her uncle's a great investor, but really they were rigging crypto markets, and that loser CZ went to jail over it, and there's other shit still going on, right? And I was like, well, I don't really trade that much, but hold on, let me learn about it and all that bullshit. And then I made a bunch of money on crypto last year also. trading, not just hodling. You want to play this lawfare game? I'm the guy that the state delegates were like, whoa, he's too good. He doesn't even have an education yet. He did all this shit by Googling shit. Fuck, we should probably let him get an education. Let's help him out. Let's fix his record. That way he can help us out. That's who you're talking to. I learn on the fly. Like, using, they say that you should never use Dungeons and Dragons to pick up girls, but some girls are super gothy and into that shit. I remember, where was I going with that? There's going to be some kind of Dungeons and Dragons analogy. Oh yeah, so all these douchebags that Horfany hides behind, they're wizards. They're dark wizards, like they're evil wizards, but in Dungeons and Dragons terms, they're wizards. I've said this before. What do wizards do? They study, they plan, and they A, B, C, D, and they learn a spell. Bam! They use it against you. Sorcerers, me, they're innate. They have innate power. They don't even understand it yet. Like they're so powerful that that they can't even control it. And as they learn how to control their power, they focus it. So like some even argue that sorcerers are more dangerous when they're new because they could accidentally explode all this power. But as they get old, as they learn how to control it, then they start like focusing it and like using less energy but more surgical strikes. Best way to say it. So like, I'm like a sorcerer. I don't have to know how I do it. It's natural. I just do shit and it works out. That's why these fuckers can't control me. Oh, we're gonna use Tiffany from Girls' Generation to corrupt him so we can get to his niece because we need some more juice. Didn't work out, did it? Oh, we'll give him a bribe. That way he won't go to the feds. That didn't work out either. That got reported to the feds also, didn't it? Oh, well, we'll have Tiffany be in a smut actress scene. That way he'll know we're in charge. Your shit got ruined and $40 million got wasted. What do we do now? We told him that Tiffany says she's sorry or she'll never do it again. He's still not buying it. He's still gonna sue us. The easiest day was yesterday for you dumb motherfuckers. Anyways, peace out.